While exaggerated and humorous, the world of Horrid Henry contains deeper layers worth examining. The show thrives on Henry's antics, but a closer look at his home life reveals a troubling dynamic. Horrid Henry's dad, often portrayed as a strict, overworked, and sometimes emotionally unavailable figure, displays behavior that, in real-world terms, might lead to serious consequences. From neglect to emotional abuse, his parenting methods raise questions about the boundaries of discipline and the importance of understanding a child's emotional needs. We will explore specific incidents and recurring themes, shedding light on moments when Horrid Henry's dad crossed the line and what those actions mean in a broader context.
7 o'clock, Henry! Four minutes to get dressed and downstairs for breakfast.
One of the most persistent issues in the portrayal of Horrid Henry's dad is his emotional detachment. While many parents experience moments of frustration or impatience, his lack of sensitivity towards Henry's needs often borders on neglect. For example, in episodes where Henry faces bullying from peers such as Moody Margaret or Stuck-Up Steve, his father dismisses Henry's complaints without much thought. Henry's dad had always been known for his erratic behavior, but this time, he crossed the line. Early one morning, the household was thrown into chaos because of his inability to take responsibility for even the simplest tasks. He made a scene claiming his work shoes, toothbrush, and annual report had mysteriously disappeared, as if the rest of the family had conspired against him.
'Cause you're supposed to know where they are. And I spilt tickle treats all over the floor in the kitchen.
Why don't you clear them up then?
Not my job. You're the grown-up.
What do I do now?
You're supposed to be getting me my breakfast.
Rather than searching for them himself or calmly addressing the issue, he lashed out at anyone within earshot. When it became clear that no one would indulge his outburst, he revealed another mess he had created. Spilled tickle treats all over the kitchen floor.
Oh, right. Oh, slow down. You're making a real mess.
Do I have to go to work today?
Yes, of course you have to go to work today. Otherwise, how will you have enough money to buy me things?
Instead of cleaning up after himself, he arrogantly declared it wasn't his responsibility. This, coming from a grown man, was outrageous. He even demanded breakfast as though the family existed solely to cater to his whims. His behavior was a complete reversal of what anyone would expect from an adult and bordered on outright neglect of his role in the family. Such childish antics, paired with his refusal to acknowledge or rectify his mistakes, painted him as not just irresponsible, but dangerously unfit to lead a household. His inability to act as a mature adult and his blatant disregard for others' time and effort made his actions unacceptable.
I want to watch.
You've wasted 1 minute of breakfast time arguing. Better get a move on.
Finished.
Excellent. 2 minutes.
Horrid Henry's dad's methods of discipline often stray into harmful territory, crossing boundaries that many would consider acceptable. Humiliation is one such tactic that is repeatedly used. In the episode, Henry takes the blame. His dad mocks him in front of his mom and criticizes him while he is the one who puts on the television. While this scene may seem humorous to the audience, it illustrates a devastating real-world parenting mistake. Publicly shaming a child can erode their self-esteem and damage their trust in authority figures.
No dawdling, Henry!
Not dawdling. Ow!
Keep up the pace, boys. 4 minutes 30. Let's really push it to the limit.
The use of physical threats is another red flag. Although outright violence is avoided in the series, the dad often resorts to threatening to spank Henry or take away privileges in an intimidating manner. For instance, in one episode, he looms over Henry, wagging his finger and raising his voice in a way designed to inspire fear rather than teach a lesson. Such tactics don't promote understanding or respect, but instead create an environment of fear, leading to further behavioral issues. Perhaps one of Horrid Henry's dad's most glaring flaws is his hypocrisy. Despite punishing Henry for his misbehavior, the father often demonstrates similar traits, which undermines his authority and confuses the family dynamic. For example, while Henry is scolded for his horrid outbursts, his dad is quick to lose his temper when things don't go his way.
Why don't you go on without me? You can pick me up on the way back.
Don't be so stupid, Henry. Come out of there.
No!
Whether he's dealing with technology, family outings, or workplace stress, his moments of impatience are remarkably similar to the behavior he condemns in Henry. This double standard sends a mixed message, leaving Henry needing more clarity on what is acceptable behavior.
Henry, I work for Tingley Toothbrushes. We sell toothbrushes and toothpaste. You'll be filing and photocopying.
No way!
And if you're lucky, you might get to pack toothpaste tubes into boxes.
Not me! I'm not going!
Of course you're going. It'll do you good to see what it's like to work.
Even more troubling is the blatant favoritism shown toward perfect Peter. While Peter is often manipulative, his actions rarely result in consequences. Instead, Henry is usually blamed, creating resentment between the brothers. This imbalance teaches Peter that manipulation works and reinforces Henry's belief that he's perpetually misunderstood. Control is a central theme in Horrid Henry's dad's parenting style. Rather than fostering independence, he exerts an overbearing influence that stifles Henry's development. One clear example is his reluctance to let Henry pursue hobbies that don't align with his expectations. In episodes where Henry tries to join clubs or engage in creative activities, his dad often dismisses these pursuits as frivolous, insisting on more practical endeavors. This dismissiveness can crush a child's curiosity and enthusiasm, making them feel unvalued.
Henry?
Gotta go!
Henry? Henry! Oh, excuse me. Henry!
Similarly, the lack of trust shown toward Henry further exacerbates the issue. Rather than engaging in open dialogue, Henry's dad jumps to conclusions and doles out punishments without listening to his side of the story. This authoritarian approach not only damages their relationship, but also encourages Henry to rebel as a means of asserting his independence. Horrid Henry's dad serves as a cautionary figure, showcasing the pitfalls of outdated and overly strict parenting methods. His actions, ranging from neglecting emotional needs to employing harmful discipline tactics, highlight the importance of empathy, fairness, and open communication in parenting. The show, though comedic, sheds light on real issues that resonate with audiences, particularly those familiar with similar dynamics. By examining these behaviors, viewers are prompted to reflect on how discipline and parenting styles affect children's emotional well-being. While Horrid Henry's dad may be a fictional character, the lessons drawn from his actions are deeply relevant in understanding the fine line between discipline and abuse. In the end, the true takeaway is this: parenting isn't about control, it's about connection. Perhaps if Horrid Henry's dad had spent more time listening and less time punishing, he'd have discovered that understanding his son's perspective was the key to unlocking a more harmonious family life.